What inspired me to come back 50 years later was the generosity, the good times, the part of my life. Hull services was as part of my life. When I attended Hull was in 1969 to 1970. At the time, there was only a couple of buildings on campus. Now it's grown. 50 years later, I came back searching for the place. And it wasn't until this year, I drove out here and my hair on my arms just stood up. In 1970, it was almost unheard of where the father got custody of the children. And he was able to, had we not been in Hull services at the time, we would have been separated. It's normal to have adversity in families. What's abnormal is not having a family. Hull services was the glue that kept our family together.
I received services from Hull starting when I was around 13. I was able to get help when I was going through really dark times. What I remember about the live-in program were the staff, the other youth, and the group outings and stuff that we used to do. We used to do a bunch of different outings, we might go to the mall or go to see a movie, or we'd go to the rec center. One of the things that I like about Hull is it is a great starting point for having a sense of community, and I think that's really important, especially because some of us may not have really had that before.
What makes Hull so special are the connections that are made here every day. The connections that are made with the staff, with the youth, with the children, with the families, and how they connect into communities that helps move them forward into that next chapter of their lives to be successful. And I believe that has been the most impact that Hull has been that piece of hope for these children and families, that it will be better, that you have people here that are going to help them to be the best they can be. To truly make a difference in children's lives, you really need to connect with all of the pieces in a community, and Hull does that exceptionally well. What makes them stand apart from everybody else is the heart and soul that goes into this organization every day, and the committed people that make a difference to best serving children and families and making sure they have the best outcomes possible.
I think the mentorship program is a two-way street. The mentee gets a soapbox to stand on and has my full attention. And as for me, I get to hear ideas and point of views, and the kids like to see something constant they can depend on, and someone's paying attention and they have a lot of good things to say.
Because it's giving me someone that I know I can trust and talk to about things that I don't really tell people. And it's giving me another friend that I can hang out with in the week.
We're both still hanging together, and it's not the mentorship thing, it's being friends, right? And the fact is I'm hanging with Charlie, and I've been his mentor. It was years ago, and he still phones me up and he wants to get his butt kicked in basketball, and well, I'll do that.
Yeah, and it's now we're more just friends and closer than we might have been beforehand.
You surround yourself with people who are good people and people you like, and you'll do very well. And I'd like to keep Charlie, and I hope he likes to keep me.
We're in the business of caring and compassion for children, families, and our community, and I really believe that we will continue to push that agenda into the next 60 years of practice. There's some things that haven't changed, like a relationship, professionalism, commitment, longevity, dedication, loyalty. However, what has is our ability to intervene earlier in the life cycle of a family, to be aware of some of the genetic information that we now know, how we can move upstream and change our services and our interventions to try to do a lot more prevention-based work instead of just only the recovery-based work that we've been known for throughout our history. We don't get a choice in if we're remembered, but we do get a choice in how we're remembered, and that's something that I try to keep close to my practice every day.